Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing another dispensary review here on this episode. So I was up in the U District the other day because it is peak cherry blossom season, and the quad at the University of Washington, which I attended a few years ago, has an amazing little orchard, for lack of a better term, of very well maintained cherry trees that are just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous setting. The buildings around the quad are very majestic. The quad itself is a very well manicured lawn with pathways, and so a lot of people will come to gather to take photos, and if it's actually sunny, you'll see a lot of activities like sunbathing and guitar playing and singing and frisbee playing and tightrope walking and all sorts of things. When I went, it was extremely rainy, of course, but there was still quite a few people there. The cherry trees were beautiful. The pep band was out in Red Square in front of the Suzzallo Library, so I stopped and watched them for a few minutes, and that was really awesome to see. And just a fun atmosphere, a great day really to be on the university campus. So while I was in the University District, I also hit up a couple other stores, a record store, which was really cool, Neptune Records, very great place. I also decided to go and hit up the Joint U District Dispensary. That is address 4336 Roosevelt Way Northeast, Suite C, Seattle, Washington 98105. The Joint is a pretty simple dispensary. It's in a strip mall. So starting with location on my rating scale, it was in a little strip mall near the university and also not far off the freeway, but that is a very busy area, especially during rush hour. So it can be difficult to navigate at times, but it does have a little parking lot available, and so I will give the location a 3 out of 4 stars. It's right off the freeway pretty much, so you could get off and back on if you were looking to load up on some product there. The next category, friendliness, I will have to be honest, I give them a 2 out of 4 on this. They said hello, it was okay enough, but as I was asking questions, the bud tender seemed more bothered than anything and giving kind of canned responses that weren't really like helpful canned responses or positive ones. So friendliness, 2 out of 4 buds. When I did get him to show me a selection of some joints to choose from, I saw a brand that I had never seen before. And so I dared to ask if it was local, thinking maybe it was a small tier 1 grower that maybe only supplied a few shops. And he says, it's all local. And I said, well, I know it's all from Washington, but it's all local's relative. Like, it's local as in it's from Washington. I get that, but there's Eastern Washington, Northeastern Washington, the peninsula, Southern Washington, Central Washington even. And so if you don't know where a given brand is from, I get that, that's fine, but maybe that's not the best canned response, in my opinion. At this point, I would like to point out that the labeling laws for cannabis products in Washington appear to be atrocious. And so the location of the grow or the processor isn't required to be put onto the label. So I can see why it's not so easy for bud tenders to get this information and have it top of their mind like they do other information. And I think that better labeling laws in Washington will improve bud tenders' abilities to be helpful to people who come in, and that the city, for example, where the license is located, is critical information to have on the packaging. So I did see them interacting with another customer who seemed to be a local, a lady, and they seemed very cordial with her and very welcoming to her and talkative with her, and that was fine. But they seemed to view me as an outsider, I don't know, just a nuisance asking questions. I asked if there was any specialties or anything that they're known for at that location, and he's like, weed, we sell weed. And so if you're looking for a place to buy weed, this would be a place to go. If you're just stopping off the freeway on your way somewhere, you want to quick off the freeway back on the freeway, you're looking for some weed, fine. This would be a fine place to stop. But if you're looking for more guidance and comfortable, non-judgmental kind of atmosphere, maybe there's better choices of dispensaries to go to. So 2 out of 4 on friendliness. Layout and vibe. The security guard here was outside checking IDs, which is fine, that's cool. Lets you in. And then you're in just kind of an open rectangle floor plan. Again, it's in a strip mall. You can't really expect too much from that. There's a little bit of art on the walls, nothing really to see. The product is in counter display cases and also displayed behind the counter. A lot of it's not really too easy for the customer to get in there and see. There's no display cases on the far wall that somebody could look at products like many dispensaries will have. It's pretty plain. So as far as layout vibe goes, I also give that a 2 out of 4 buds. Nothing special. Product selection, I got to hand it to them. In that small store, they did have quite a good product selection, a good array of edibles and joints and some brands that I'd never seen before. So that was pretty cool. I'll give them a 3 out of 4 buds for product selection. Pricing, nothing remarkable to say there. It was pretty average pricing. Definitely no cheaper than other places. Not any more expensive really either. Dog friendliness, not applicable. I couldn't bring Sway that day, so Sway has no opinion there. And I'll just leave it at that. Overall, I would give the Joint U District a 2 out of 4 buds. Not bad, not great, nothing spectacular really to speak of. Pretty run-of-the-mill dispensary where you can go and pick up some quick joints or products or whatever you're looking for. I wouldn't expect a whole lot of special attention and guidance based on my experience there, but other people may have different experiences, such as the other customer who was in there who seemed to get along with them very nicely, and that was nice to see. So they have a good side, but for whatever reason I was not I was not on it. So anyway, thank you all for joining me for this review of the Joint U District, and please join me next week for another dispensary review in the Seattle area. So once again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Peace.